Week number 4? Is it 4
It's
already?
Four.
We're almost halfway through the season. Time for our weekly preview presented by the Browns West Branch family of dealerships. Back on the winning way, Jay. 52-0. A big way to get back on the winning way. Friday night up at Mac Valley.
Man, it's nice to see just a W, and in that fashion was great too. And I'm sure the folks around town that expect West Branch to do that every week are all happy. But let's try to be fair to the kids. It's not going to happen like this. Like it was in 1989 and 90 and 91, 92. It's a good win. So let's focus up, really get back to that. And to do it on the road, to do it in that fashion, to do it in a team that coming off a game where they had 88 yards or 89 yards of total offense, and to put up in so many different ways, to score special teams, to score, it was just a nice thing to see and get the confidence for all these kids back here.
Well, I think that's one of the big keys is with a young team, just getting some of that confidence so that they know, hey, the things we're doing in practice, they're paying off. It's going to work. We can keep doing those things to keep getting ourselves better.
Yeah, and you want to do that because as now we are in the district season. Everything now is more elevated. A win last week's fantastic. It really is, but a win this week means more because it goes towards the postseason, all-important postseason. And with, 4 or 5 games left, if you win 2 or 3 of those, you're probably assured to get into the postseason with taking 4 out of the 6 teams in the district. So you want to get off on a good start on Friday night down at the Little Rose Bowl and hopefully get the first win down there since I believe it's August the 28th of 2020 was the last time the Bears won. Mind you, we only played like 2 games there last year, but
right.
Let's get back on the winning track hopefully Friday.
Yeah, and you got Louisa-Muscatine coming in, and it's a team, you look at stats, you look at numbers, and it looks like a mismatch on paper. But like you said, it is district play, and you got to be ready to go every time because these kids are going to come out, they're going to be fired up, and West Branch is one of those that always has a target no matter what our record is.
0-3 on the season are the Falcons. They're giving up 30-something points a game, only scoring 6 points a game. That stuff doesn't matter anymore because everybody right now, West Branch is 0-0, Regina's 0-0, Meepo 0-0, Wilton, Durant, and LM are all 0-0 as it pertains to the postseason. So you can start off on the right foot, and they've got a lot of West Branch. We've talked about our underclassmen. Steven, I know, has got a bunch of this written down, and we talked about it in our podcast. Is basically they've had 4 quarterbacks play, all of them underclassmen. 4 guys throw a pass. They've had like 9 guys carry the ball. 7 of them have been underclassmen. And they've got some size up front, namely.
Yeah, they've got Shad Fordyce, 300-pound center and defensive end. That's
you don't have to do much at that size. You can just stand there and you can be a menace without doing much blocking. Yeah. You can be a real cog in the armor.
Well, and the other one that I liked was Spencer Kessel. He's about 235, but he's athletic and he showed me some good things on film too. So those 2 guys especially, we're going to have to key both sides when we're up front.
I wonder if that second guy's a wrestler. They've had some hammer wrestlers down there at that school. We're wrestling guys, so you can talk about that. And wrestling, look at the success of guys up front on the line when you wrestle too with that leverage. But there's some size, but West Branch has got some size too, Stephen. It's one of the bigger lines in Class 1A. It's one of the bigger lines West Branch high pounds have had, in recent years. And the return of Aiden Dingbaum is going to help anchor that a little bit more. But to get some experience for some gentlemen that filled that spot for the last couple of weeks up front. Now you've got 6, 7, 8 guys that can play offensive line going forward. That's a really nice luxury to have.
It helps quite a bit. So, like we said, back at the Little Rose Bowl to start things off for district play. Veterans Appreciation Night as well. So get there early if you want. A lot of good stuff going on with that.
And we really want to say thanks to Dave McElrath. He's done a lot of stuff behind the scenes as he has every year. He does some things for City High through the years, but we really want to thank him for everything that's going to happen, and certainly want to thank our men and servicemen and women for all their dedication and the service that they've offered to give us all these freedoms that we have. We can talk on a microphone.
Yeah. Well, we invite you to get there early so you can take part in those festivities and give your appreciation to those veterans. If you cannot make it, kickoff is at 7 o'clock. We will have our Bearcast coverage starting at 6:30. Our weekly preview presented by the Browns West Branch family of dealerships right here at westbranch.football.